Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into something really central to modern work. How distributed teams can actually, well, succeed.
It's a huge topic right now. More and more teams aren't in the same office or even the same country.
Exactly. And our guide for this exploration draws insights from Project Management for Project Managers by Orlando Casabone. The big question is, how do you keep these scattered teams connected, truly collaborating?
Yeah, without those, water cooler moments or just casually bumping into people, that informal stuff often gets lost.
So let's think about the usual ways teams try to communicate. Conference calls, for example, they're common.
Sure, they are useful for
Mhm.
like scheduled check-ins and live discussions, but they fall short, don't they?
How so?
Well, what about documentation or tracking who's doing what between calls? That information doesn't really live anywhere after the call ends. It's not persistent.
Right, it's just sort of gone. And then, okay, the other extreme, using the postal service
Yeah, I mean, obviously not practical, right? The speed just isn't there for modern projects. Digital access is key.
and face-to-face meetings, they're often seen as the gold standard for collaboration.
They can be incredibly effective, especially for big kickoffs or tricky problems. But for a distributed team, the cost, the logistics, it's just not feasible for regular collaboration. It's too disruptive, too expensive.
Okay, so if those common methods have pretty significant drawbacks for teams working apart, what does work? What kind of tool actually helps them stay aligned and, productive?
What you really need is a central shared space,
Mhm.
a kind of digital hub where information lives and collaboration happens easily.
Like a shared drive.
More dynamic than that, I think. Something like a wiki share portal. These are really powerful for distributed teams.
Okay, wiki share portals, how do they actually help a team that's spread out? What makes them effective?
Well, first off, they let everyone create and update shared documents together in real time. Think project plans, meeting notes, knowledge bases. It's all there.
So it promotes transparency. Everyone sees the same information.
Exactly. No more wondering if you have the latest version. Most good platforms have version control built right in. You can see who changed what, when.
Ah, that solves that problem of outdated files causing confusion, doesn't it?
Precisely. And beyond just storing information, they support collaborative editing. Multiple people can work on the same document simultaneously.
So it's not just viewing data, it's actively building knowledge together, even across time zones.
That's the core idea. It fosters communication, accountability, teamwork, really. It bridges the physical distance by providing that shared, persistent workspace. It becomes the team's virtual office, in a way.
That makes sense. It sounds like these tools are almost purpose-built to tackle the main challenges, distance and time zones.
They really are. They provide that constant connection point and a single source of truth, which is vital when you can't just rely on being in the same room.
So wrapping this up, the key takeaway seems to be, for distributed teams to really excel, you can't just rely on ad hoc methods. You need tools designed for ongoing collaboration and information sharing.
Absolutely. Tools like Wikishare portals aren't just nice-to-haves, they're becoming pretty essential.
It definitely gives you something to think about, doesn't it? How well is your team, distributed or not, using shared documentation? Could a dedicated tool, like a wiki, unlock better connection and efficiency?
The worthwhile question to ask.
And if you want to explore project management strategies further, especially for navigating these modern distributed environments, we highly recommend checking out Project Management for Project Managers by Orlando Casabon. It offers a really comprehensive look at managing projects effectively today.